in this weird mode. I think it was in the vertical mode, and of course I'm not gonna stream vertical because I mean, like, what do you think this is, 2019 or some crazy shit? So yeah. So yeah, what's up, guys? I just wanted to get on here and talk about some things in a few directions with this channel. So I'm just gonna wait for some people to get up in here. Mr. Peanut Butter on Zach the Celtics guy's shirt during a stream. Like, what is this? A crossover episode? Like, for real. Yeah, Space, that's actually what I was going to be talking about. Yeah, I'm going to be, like, not really discussing that going forward because it just fucking annoys me. So I'm going to kind of sort of just be focusing on topics that don't have anything to do with that kind of thing because it just really gets under my skin. So, yeah, I'm not really, not so keen on talking about that particular thing. I mean, it's stupid, it's annoying, but it's bullshit. I don't agree with it, obviously. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I mean, what the fuck can you do? I mean, I live in a normal part of the U.S., which is Massachusetts, and so doesn't Steven, so all we can do is hope for the best. That's all we can do. And just fight like hell to enshrine this into law going forward. It's really all that we can do. We can't really do much other than that. So this is my laptop, or as I like to call it, my gaming laptop. So I'm gonna put that over there. But the battery on this computer is so fucking old that it's almost like you can't even use the computer without being in the charge. Like, that's literally how old it is. But they say, oh, get a new computer, and I'm just like, if the computer works, if it works perfectly fine, then there's really no sense. And plus, with today's economy, I've got to just do what I got to do, and I have to save up as much money as I can. Not saying that I don't have money to buy a new laptop, but is it a need or is it a want? Okay, I don't need a new laptop. I don't need a new computer. I don't need a new iPhone at this point in time. So therefore, I'm not going to do it. I don't let that run my life. Okay, so that's really what I try to say. And then some people try to say, but what about gas prices? It's just like, okay, but like, okay, yes, gas prices suck, but I'm not going to let it run my life. I'm still going to go where I want to go, drive where I want to go, make my little mini road trips to where I want to go, whether it's some part of Mass for like a walk, to go out in the woods somewhere, or to go see a friend far away. I have a few friends that live far away, and all that other stuff. Friends in New Hampshire, friends here, there, and everywhere. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've got places in New Hampshire I love to go walking in. Okay? There's a lot of places that I like to go to. So, I'm not going to let gas prices run my life, and neither should you. You know? I mean, save up enough, fill up your tank when it's at half a tank, and that's it. That's how you save money. If you want to save money with gas prices, then what do? You just fill up at half a tank, or maybe 45, 46% of a tank. That's really what you should do. So I say just do that. So, yeah, exactly. These old geezers are in here making everything's just ridiculous. It's like they're just. It's, you know, we should not be mad. We should not be mad. I'm just going to say this, and I'm moving on from this topic. I'm really more mad at the Democrats than I am with anybody. And the reason is because they could have, wrote women's rights into the Constitution. They could have wrote it into law when they had the chance. They could have amended it. They could have done that, but they didn't do it. You know, like just like when they had the supermajority, they could have gotten us universal health care. They could have got us they could have got us a living wage and all that other stuff, and they didn't do it. So they favored the Republicans. So therefore, in more ways, more often than not, and that's really all I'm going to say on that topic. So their inaction is what brought us to this point. Okay? I'm not even worried about it. And some people are like, oh, well, gay rights are going to be next. Gay rights are going to be next. They're more concerned about that, okay? I'm not worried about it, okay? Plus, I also live in one of the most gay-friendly parts of the country, so doesn't Steven. Okay? And in all due reality, town, it's not going to go, it's really not going to go that far. I wouldn't worry about it right now, and I don't think anyone else should. Let's not get all worked up about it. Let's just come together and nobody use violence. And that's all I'm going to say on that topic. Go out there, protest, defend yourself, defend your right, do what you want to do. But don't do violence. Violence isn't the way. That's all I'm going to say on that topic. And I hope everybody's doing well. So, yeah, exactly. There isn't anything really different. So, I mean, I was a bit annoyed with it earlier, but I'm more or less just taking a social media, break. I'm only using Facebook. And this is what I usually do anyway. Because just the way that Facebook is nowadays just really irritates me. So I'm kind of just staying away. I'm more or less just staying away from it going forward. All I'm going to do is I'm just basically going to use Facebook only for Messenger to talk to my friends and follow the groups and pages that I follow. And that's it. You know, some people are on it 24 hours a day, and it's absolutely fucking pathetic. So I don't care anymore, guys. I'm just at the point in my life where I just don't care. Okay, I'm not going to let the mainstream of today affect my fucking life. Okay, because here's the thing: we can let it affect our lives. We can let it get under our skin and everything else. Because I used to have that big problem when I was younger. I'm still young. I'm 25. And by the way, I'm going to be 26 from 2 months from today, actually. But moving further afield, all I'm going to say is that we can let it get to us. We can let it bother us. Or we can fight to the death and call this shit out and say, listen, this is how we need to do it. And we need to break up the two-party system once and for all. So maybe we need to get to such a low point where we need to fucking utterly decimate the two-party system and start all over again. That's what we need to do. And until we do that, then it's just status quo as usual. So that's pretty much that. Fuck it. Fuck it. Moving on with this stream, we're going to have a fun stream. I'm not going to be sitting here bitching and moaning like a fucking grumpy old curmudgeon, okay? Or curmudgeon, or whatever the fuck they call that word, okay? You know, yeah. So I was just talking to my best friend earlier before I started streaming, and then as I started streaming, he texting me again, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, oh, I got it. It's like, but it's all good, you know. It's all good. I mean, he has a YouTube account too, actually. So it's just like there's just like some people that and my best friend's one of them. His name's Ryan. He was featured in one of my videos because that video I made on Whoopi Goldberg, where I was recording outside of his house waiting for him in my car, and he came by. You know, people like him always put a smile on my face, and if any of you got that kind of friend that you have, that best friend that always puts you in the greatest of mood, no matter what kind of mood you're in, yeah, he's one of them. He's one of them, and that's who he is. That's exactly who he is. and the same, and I hold you guys in the same regard. Older Zachary, I am with all my friends in here. Younger Zachary, Joey, all you guys, I love all of you. Yeah, exactly. We don't need new parties screaming and hollering at each other. It's like that quote from Steve Wilkos, the Steve Cleans House. We got two morons up in here. Two dumbass morons blaming each other. It's like, yeah, Steve Cleans House. Steve Wilkos is. I was listening to that episode earlier. Steve Cleans House. It's on Facebook. I also have. I can also get it through my through my streaming TV. It's called the Nosy streaming service. That's also where I watch a lot of court shows, and I watch Law and Order SVU through it. So it's really cool actually. So yeah, it's the night before I go back to work. Yeah, it's almost the weekend again. It's almost that time of the week again. You know, it's almost that time again where I got to do that shit. Oh, they held a brick summit, I think, today or yesterday. Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'll have to. Now, see, I'll talk about stuff like that on this channel. I mean, I'm not going to just completely deviate from what's going on out there, because that's what I do on this channel. That's what I'm going to always cover. But, yeah. I mean, I'm going to cover stuff on this, on this channel and all that, but more so just stuff focusing on, like, American imperialism and hoaxes and things that I actually think are hoaxes. And so forth, just stuff like that. But don't tell the young fucking turds that one, or else they'll call you a Russian puppet and Syrian puppet and so on. And hey, maybe I am an Assadist, and maybe I'm okay with that. Maybe I am a pan-Arab supporter. Maybe I am. I don't know. What would it matter? I heard that Maury's ending. Yeah, but I think it's probably for the best. Springer ended a few years ago, so, I mean, those types of shows have to kind of sort of come to an end sooner rather than later, because, you've seen one, you've seen them all. That's kind of how I look at it. I mean, yeah, Jerry Springer's a guilty pleasure for me, too. I mean, I've been watching that. I haven't seen that show in ages. But, yeah, Steve Wilkos show is probably my favorite. I like those types of shows. They're a guilty pleasure, but Steve Wilkos is definitely my favorite. My favorite episode from him was definitely the Clean House episode. The one that he says that you want to stand here and blame her, and that fat ass wants to blame you. Basically, this one woman named Jennifer who was leaving her kids around when she didn't have a lot of money and brought them in with, she literally left her kids with registered sex offenders, and then her husband was a fucking clueless dumbass and had a filthy, disgusting house and left the kids there. And then, basically, the kids got taken away from him. She went on to Steve Wilkos' show and said, I want my kids back! And it's like, you don't deserve to get your kids back, and your fucking dumbass husband, John, doesn't deserve them either. And Steve getting up in his face. I want an answer, and I don't want to hear, I don't know. I want an answer. He's like, you made a mistake. You let your kids crawl around in dog crap. It's like, how do these people have kids again? Or as I quote, or no wonder Judge Judy always says this, you need to take a test before you have kids. And that's 100% correct. You should. You're fucking idiots. I mean, I work at a family shelter with kids. I mean, I've seen a lot of shit go down, but not even something like that. But I mean, who knows? I mean, I gotta prepare myself. I mean, I work in the direct care unit, the weekend direct care unit, with my behavioral analyses degree, so I'm always to be prepared. When you work in the mental health field, Never judge a situation before you know the situation at hand, and always expect the unexpected. Steve Wilkos doesn't fuck around. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Yeah. Oh yeah, when he says "get off my stage," that's a good one. Yeah, I gotta get my haircut soon. Yeah, it's Mr. Peanut Butter. Mr. Peanut Butter is a version of me. Heard that Amber Heard's team doxing a YouTuber. Well, she does that, she'd be pretty fucking stupid because she already destroyed her reputation. So she's already destroyed her reputation. So yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the whatever episode. Yeah, the guy who kept saying whatever. Yeah, that was the one. I think that was the closest Steve Wilkos ever was to attacking someone. Well, I mean, it was self-defense. I mean, the guy put his hand on Steve first. He went like this, and then Steve lunged at him. So, self-defense, you know. Self-defense. Yeah, exactly. If I ruled the world, well, that's what I do with the Pogo Islands. What I would do is death penalty for murder, first degree, life in prison for second degree murder, mandatory sex offender treatment for all sex offenders. That would definitely be one of them. Faster you drive, the heftier the fine's going to be. Definitely will be that. Drive over 100 miles an hour, I'll revoke your driver's license and forfeit your vehicle for 1 year. That's definitely one of them. And life in prison should mean life. That's also another one. No parole for life sentences, because if it's parole for life, it kind of isn't a life sentence. That's just a determinate term of imprisonment fixed in time. So I don't know. I mean, like, I'm tough on crime that should actually be crimes, you know? Oh yeah, yup, absolutely. Public execution. Yeah, I think in the Pogo Islands we have that in my laws actually. I think we actually have that. Yeah, we do actually. Well, the punishment needs to fit the crime. I don't think that there should be leniency for some people. You know, I don't think people who do drugs should go to jail, you know. I think marijuana should be completely and totally legalized. You know, legalize it, tax it, and regulate it like alcohol. You know, the way that the dispensaries are in here in Mass, I've been to them multiple times. Love them. I love going to a nice place and get fucking smoking a fat joint. It's always a fun time. Just gonna take my vitamin C / depression meds here. Yeah. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, I don't care for her. Yeah, my best friend actually found out a lot of dark information about Ellen DeGeneres, where she would be like really nasty to her guests behind the scenes and to her co-hosts, you know, stuff like that. It's just, yeah, no. Yeah, see, that's the problem with the war on drugs. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't have been the way that was done was, I mean, it was for racist purposes. It was because Richard Nixon wanted to go after his political opponents. The hippies doing weed, and people who were on the left protesting against the Vietnam War. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, I support hanging. Hanging, yeah, firing squad, yeah. I mean, I don't care what method you use. I mean, I would say hanging would probably be the best one. But it's not a messy method, and it's a quick death. I mean, I don't care what you use. I mean, I think lethal injection is a waste of time. because you always got to worry about that shit, whether or not the one drug's going to kill them or not. I don't know. I just think it's a waste of time. But I don't care. As long as you get rid of the piece of shit, that's all that matters. No. People who possess like a small amount of drugs, the worst thing you should do to them is write them a ticket, and that's it. And then make them go into like drug rehab or something. That's it. Now, like drug dealers and traffickers and smugglers need to do hefty time. I agree with that. But yeah, no, marijuana should be completely and 100% legalized and taxed and everything else. I mean, I don't know. Now, I live where it's 420 friendly and legal. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I smoke weed every now and again. I mean, it's not something I do all the time, but I do it every once in a while. I mean, who cares? It's literally just, it's like fucking alcohol. It's probably better for you than alcohol. I mean, weed just makes me tired, and it makes me silly, but then I get really tired afterwards. So I don't do it that frequently. I mean, everyone knows they don't give a shit. I mean, who cares? The fuck cares? As long as you're not fucking high out of your fucking mind and you're driving and shit, because that's DUI. You should not be fucking doing that. Hefty penalties for that. I don't support that. I have no tolerance for that shit. As long as you're not driving and you're fucking high out of your ass. I mean, if you smoke like a joint or two, you're fine driving. I mean, as long as you're not high out of your fucking mind, then you're fine. And as long as you're not doing it in like a public place with a bunch of kids around, you know, if you're in like an isolated area or in the privacy of your own home, you should have every right to do it. It's legal here. It's never caused any problems. Legal weed in mass has never caused any problems for anyone. Don't even have that much of a drug problem. I mean, some places do, like fucking, you know, Lawrence and shit like that. Lawrence and Lowell and Lynn and places like that. But other than that, I mean, does Massachusetts have a drug problem? I mean, depends, but not really anymore. It's gone down quite a bit. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Kind of tired, but I'm alright. I don't know. Might stream for like a half hour or so. I just want to... Might do some... I don't know. I might have a drink or two. I don't know. I don't know. See, I mean... Weed is not harmful. Weed is that, I mean, okay. If you smoke weed every single fucking day of your life and you're dependent on that substance, then yes, it could be harmful for you. Okay? So, just like alcohol, if you drink alcohol all the time, it's going to destroy your liver and you're going to have cirrhosis of the liver. Okay? My grandmother's one part of the family, in my grandmother's side of the family, on my mom's side, died of cirrhosis of the liver at like 49, 50 years old. So, I mean, if you smoke marijuana all the time, of course, you're going to get lung cancer and all that other stuff. It's healthier for you than alcohol. It's healthier for you than cigarettes. I don't give a fuck what you put in your body. I don't care. If, as long as you're not driving and you're not causing a public health disturbance, then do what you want. I'm left-wing, but I'm a left-wing libertarian. Okay? I'm a social libertarian. What's your favorite type of music? I like smooth music. I like jazz and stuff. I love jazz. I love jazz and easy listening. I like video game music. I do like rap and hip hop because I am kind of from the hood and I got cousins from the hood and stuff. So I do have a bit of a hood in me and a little bit of freestyle in me and shit. So, I mean, I do that shit. So, you know, I have a mix of a bunch of different personalities, including a little bit of hood and freestyle in me. And I'm 420 friendly, so. And I like me 420 every once in a while. So, yeah. So, yeah, I like rap. I like hip hop. I like jazz. Easy listening. Um, I mean, I'm not picky about music, really. Yeah, just do things in moderation. That's all. That's all that matters. Yeah, I love jazz from bars. Louis Armstrong, because my grandparents always listened to him when I was growing up, so I have a soft spot for Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong is the best jazz player to ever live, in my opinion. If you have a different opinion, you're wrong. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, some rock is okay. My aunt and uncle love heavy metal. It's not right. It's kind of not my thing, but I mean, Metalocalypse from on Adult Swim definitely got me into heavy metal a little bit. So I like it. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to people who want to sit there and say, "Oh, but gas prices and all this and that." It's like, but what should you do about it? It's just like, it's like, well, what can you do? Are you gonna let? It's like, I try to be as happy as I can and live my life. I'm not gonna let the current state of things get in the way of me living my life. Okay. I'm 25 years old. I pay my own way. I pay my own rent. I pay my own bills. I buy my own food. I work my job. I have a consistent source of income. So I pay for my own way, but I don't unnecessarily go through my money. So there you have it, people. You know, there's a lot of iconic things that I like to go see in different parts of Mass and different parts of New Hampshire and things like that. You know, it's nice to see different areas of the country. I like just getting away sometimes. Sometimes I like to just drive a fucking hour and 40 minutes, go 100 miles away from here, just to go to one of the most densely wooded areas in New Hampshire. You know, sometimes I like to just do that. Hop onto I-93, and boom, I go there early morning or late evening after the rush hour, because I'm not going on I-93 during rush hour. Get the fuck out of here. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to move. So forget it. Do you live paycheck to paycheck every week? No, I don't. Neither does Steven. We're not paycheck to paycheck. We've got a decent amount of money saved up. We have money to survive on. We don't survive on our paychecks. So no. we I work 32 hours a week, which is full time for me, at least at my job. Steven works like 40 hours a week. So, God, my fucking nose is so itchy. Excuse me. God damn. So, the most iconic thing you go see go up that way is, and then in order to get up to some of those places, I pass through Concord, and I literally see the New Hampshire governor's mansion. Literally go through there, and you see it, and like going right on the way. I'm like, oh, look at that! It's Chris Sununu's place of residence. then you're like, 1 minute you're in the city, then the next minute you're in the middle of nowhere. Then when you go when you go north of Concord, then you start to go into the middle of nowhere, and then that's when the speed limit increases. That's when the speed limit increases. That's when it goes from 55 to 65. Then you pass mile marker 45, and then it's 70 miles an hour all the way to the Vermont border. So, like, the entire way I'm going is 70. Which is why I think they should raise the speed limit to 70 in many parts of Mass, because there's many parts of Mass that are in the middle of absolute nowhere, including Georgetown, Raleigh, and different places like that. They should just raise it to 70 in all rural areas and just be done with it. Because everybody drives 70, 75 anyway, including me. I mean, I'd love to go to Vermont. Vermont's a beautiful state. Yeah, Boston, to come see Boston where the Suns live. Yeah, I've actually been there a few times. I live about 30, 35 minutes from Boston. But that's one of the iconic parts of the trip is that one highway. It's the only highway in New Hampshire with a 70. It might as well be 70. It's in the middle of absolute nowhere. You're just surrounded by nothing but trees and wilderness. And even the divide between I-93 South and North up past Canterbury, even going on the divide has so many trees on it. It's like you just got 2 lanes of just nothing but just wilderness. You're literally just in the middle of the wilderness. Might as well be 70. Might even... I would argue it might even be 75. I mean, I don't go faster than 75 because 75 is fast enough anyway. Yep, the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Yeah, that's definitely that area. That's for sure. Yeah, it definitely is. That's how a lot of areas in Mass are. Like the Georgetown forest. That's like the middle of absolute nowhere. That's like right near I-95. That should be 70. It's 65, but it should be 70. I think they should. I mean, it's never any traffic in that area because it's in the middle of absolute nowhere. A lot of areas in Mass, you got some areas that are urban, and then when you go outside the urban, you're in the middle of absolute nowhere. I'm in more of the suburban areas, so yeah, middle of nowhere is nice. I mean, I live in the suburbs, but my parents live in more like the rural. They kind of live near like the woods and so forth. So there's definitely a lot of wooded areas out in that area. So yeah, that's my idea of a good time. My idea of a good time is walking in the middle of fucking nowhere. Walking in the middle of nowhere, driving in the middle of nowhere. I love it. Mile marker 45 to the Vermont border. The furthest up in New Hampshire I've ever been on that route was up to Lincoln with a friend of mine a couple years ago. That's way up. That Lincoln is probably like 2.5 hours. I've been to Lake Winnipesaukee. I've been to I've been to Meredith, which is near Lake Winnipesaukee. So it's just nice. It's good for your mental health. It's good for my mental health. I mean, I have a soft spot for New England in general because New England is really nice. Most of Mass is pretty nice. I mean, for a Democrat state, it's normal. It's civilized. It's not like fucking California. I mean, I love both cats and dogs, but I'm probably more of a cat person. I don't know, cats are just more easy. I mean, I love dogs too, don't get me wrong. I love virtually all animals. I'm an animal lover at heart. I've been an animal lover since I was a little kid. So I love animals in general. So if I had to pick, probably would go with cats. Yeah, I can't stand bumper to bumper traffic. I mean, I mean, that's like probably the biggest con about Massachusetts is definitely the fucking traffic. I mean, even around here, you'll get some fucking traffic here. I think Vermont is an open carry state. I think it is, but you need a permit to carry. In Mass, you can open carry, I think, as long as you have a firearms identification card. People say, "Oh, Mass has such bad gun laws." Like, no, they don't. They're not. They're no. They're really no different than anywhere else. They're a little bit tougher than different places. But you know what the good thing about Mass is? When was the last time we've ever had a mass shooting? Like, never. At least not in the last, like, 30, 40 years. Okay? So, I don't want to hear it. You know, I'm pro-gun. I'm pro-gun. I'm pro-Second Amendment. At some point, I'm going to get a gun. I might get, like, a handgun or a shotgun or something. I don't know. I might want to go hunting at some point. I mean, my dad owns, like, 3 or 4 guns. He owns a shotgun and he owns a few handguns. And my best friend is up in New Hampshire is definitely he's a big gun carrier. My friend who lives a few towns away from here in Mass, he's got a big amount of guns, and people, you know, I'm for someone who's on the left, I'm pretty libertarian when it comes to guns. As long as you don't have a criminal background, you don't have a mental health issue, you go through all the paperwork, which is necessary, the background test, fingerprint test, mental health test, and a mandatory training test, and you should have an education test, and all guns, I don't care what it is, should require a permit. And I think that's, other than that, go right ahead. Own whatever weapon you want. Don't matter to me. Yeah, New York has crazy gun laws. Yeah, Massachusetts' laws are a lot more lenient, I think. So, yeah, that's right. Learn how to shoot, check to make sure. Yes, absolutely. There should be testing, there should be training tests, and you should go to class. I know this is unpopular with some right wingers and some libertarians, but I think guns should be treated in the same way. Okay, minus, I don't think it should require insurance or registration and shit like that, but I think it should be similar to a car. You always get safety inspections on guns and whatnot. You get safety inspections on cars and guns and stuff. So you should do that. It should be that, and you should go through the necessary testing and background tests and all that other stuff. And don't you have to renew your driver's license every 5-6 years? So then, therefore, you should have a license to carry, and then renew it every 5 or 6 years. It should be treated in the same way as a car. I don't know why that's so unpopular. Well, I know why it's so unpopular, because they don't believe in any restrictions on guns, because they're fucking idiots. They think that it's okay for fucking babies to have guns. That's what some of these fucking people believe in. They think, oh yeah, my baby in the crib, I'm gonna give them an AR-15. That's perfectly acceptable. Trudeau gonna ban guns in Canada? No, he wasn't gonna really ban them necessarily. I just don't get into conversations about it with people because I just don't care. I don't need the arguments. I don't need it. You got your opinion? Fine. But I got my own. Respect it, and that's it. Respect it or not. I respect your opinion, but respect mine. And that's it. I'm not saying you have to accept it or agree with it because I don't believe in that kind of thing. Yes, annual psych evaluation like FBI agents. Yes, very true. See, Gage is saying that, people. If Gage is saying that, then there you have it. Okay, so if anyone thinks that they're going to ban guns in Canada, Queen from Canada, what are the laws on guns in Canada? Tell us in the chat. What are gun laws like in Canada? Tell us. I agree, Nicholas. I agree 100%. Now, see, I don't mind having this type of conversation. This type of conversation I don't mind having. I don't even necessarily believe that AR-15 should even be banned necessarily. If you want to collect them and put them on your wall or something, then that's fine. But if you're out there, you know, if you're at like a shooting range and you're shooting, like if you're at like a gun range or you're shooting a range, then fine. But when it comes to open carry, you should not be allowed to carry an AR-15 in public. Nope, abso-fucking-lutely not. Nope, absolutely not. Nope, that should not even be legal to possess anywhere outside your home or anywhere outside of a licensed designated shooting range or something. No, absolutely not. Like, I'm pretty libertarian on guns, okay? But I'm not like overtly, I don't believe in overt restrictions on guns because I see that there's a lot of gun freedom in countries like Finland and Sweden and Norway and all that. And do they ever have gun deaths? Barely any. Okay, people bitch about, oh, the UK bans guns and whatever. No, they don't. They don't ban guns. Well, I mean, countries that technically ban guns, I mean, Japan technically does. But I mean, it's not really in their culture, really. I mean, every country, every culture is different, okay? That's how it is. Okay? Okay? So, it's a little bit different. Japanese culture is a lot more different than Western European culture and American culture and so on and so forth. Okay? From what I looked up, guns in Canada, I gotta get my glasses, I'm blind as a fucking bat here. From what I looked up, and I gotta clean these fucking things, Jesus Christ. From what I looked up, guns in Canada prohibit automatic guns and sawed-off shotguns and rifles. However, it is illegal for anyone to own guns for the most part. However, police and militaries are allowed to have guns in Canada. That makes sense. But they don't completely, but it's not like overtly restricted because I know a lot of people have guns in in many rural areas there. I mean, is that true? Clown world. Yeah, exactly. It's the mental health that's the problem. Because they should also do psychiatric evaluations as well on anybody that wants to get a gun. That's like paramount. That's like paramount to all of it. I'm not talking about that anymore, Carito. I already talked about it in the stream. You want to know what it is? Go back and listen to it. I'm not getting into it. I've never owned a gun in my life. Well, that's your way, you know. Some people want guns, some don't, but people should be free to do them. People should be free to have them if they want to. I don't believe in banning guns. I don't believe in that. I think that the way that we need to handle gun laws and regulations should be the way that Finland does it. Look at Finland. They're armed to the teeth, and they never have mass shootings. Hardly ever. So, the way Finland does it makes sense. But they don't go around with a bunch of AR-15s acting like, it's my right, you don't dare do that. Like, no. They mostly just have hunting rifles and maybe handguns or something like that. I gotta put the charger into my phone. I'm reading the comments through my software hooked up to the computer. Best of luck to anyone who wants to own guns in DC. Yeah, dude, what the fuck you doing in the district of corruption? Bunch of fucking idiots. My stupidity becoming so strong in current times. Well, that's a good question. It's got to do with a lot of things. It just has to do with the way the culture's going. It's got to do with just the way that the state of mental health is nowadays. It just has to do with the way the world is going in a lot of different ways. Just a lot of different things. Yeah, California and New York go way too far. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I mean, I also think the laws on guns in Massachusetts also are really good. A lot of people own guns in Mass, not so much in the urban areas, but more out in the country, like out in like central Mass and so on. A lot of people own guns. In rural areas north of here, like Georgetown and Ipswich and so forth, and Essex, and sort of in this vicinity, near where I am, a lot of people own guns. So you'd be surprised. Yep, stupid is as stupid does is exactly right. In the future, I'll get one. I just don't really have enough time right now. I just don't have enough time to go through the process and everything. So, I mean, and I also think they should be locked away in a safe as well. That's also another thing that they should also do. You know, I'd get a safe and just own one in a safe and... So, yeah. Just checking some of my stuff up in here. The weather here, the summer has been absolutely gorgeous. Summer's been perfect. Hasn't been too hot, hasn't been too cold. It's going to be in the high 70s, low 80s next week. And I'm going to go swimming at my grandparents' house with my best friend. I'm definitely taking him over there to go for a dip in the pool. Yeah, incel. People are weak that they can't deal with rejection. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly what it is. People are just losing their fucking minds. Do you agree on arming and sending weapons to Ukraine to defend itself from Russia's Putin? Not necessarily. No, because we should be not spending money and sending money overseas right now with the way the economy is going. So, no. And I also don't want to do that because we don't need to be escalating the conflict any further because it's only getting fucking worse. See, here's the thing. Zelensky he's not really a good guy either. But he's got a lot of corruption. I don't deny the neo-Nazis in Ukraine, but I don't like the guy, nor do I really care for him either. But I don't really think that it's not all black and white, people. It's really not. It's really not all black and white. You know, Ukraine's not all innocent either, but Russia is obviously the aggressor. Yeah, speaking of stupid. Yeah, your mom was a thug too, that's why she gave birth to you. Yeah, dude, don't worry about it. Cringe when people have Ukraine flag on their Instagram. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's like if you support Ukraine over Russia, that's fine. I personally don't support either country because I don't really give a fuck at this point. But the thing is like the people who have the Ukraine flags on their logos and they have the big ass flags up on their wall or outside their house. Okay, that's obviously just an agenda. Okay, it's just virtue signaling. Okay, it's just virtue signaling. Like, oh, look at me, I got a Ukraine flag. It's like, yeah, like, who the fuck cares? Who cares? You know, like, okay, you got a Ukraine flag. Good for you. You want a cookie? Okay, you want grandma's cherry pie to go along with that with the side of ice cream along with that, you stupid fuck. You know, like get the fuck out of here. Like nobody cares. It's stupid. Oh, I stand with Ukraine. Yeah, well, I stand with none. Okay? I stand with neither. I don't stand with either country. I don't stand with either country. Yes, Russia is the aggressor and Putin is an absolute piece of shit. Okay? He's an absolute piece of shit and he's a warmonger. I'm not going to sit there and deny that by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not defending Ukraine either. So, but it doesn't matter. It's all just an agenda and virtue signaling in this day and age and nothing more. Yeah, we should focus on our own economy instead of the war. Exactly. That's what Jimmy Dore says, but people call Jimmy Dore a fucking Russian puppet and shit like that. Yeah, I stand with shut up is what I would say. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Just shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. I stand with Ukraine. Okay, well, I stand with neither, okay? You want a cookie with that? Okay? You want a cookie? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go take your virtue signaling and go shove it up your ass. Because nobody cares. I just feel bad for the civilians involved, and that's all I'm going to say. I stand with the civilians involved, and I acknowledge that Putin's the aggressor, and he's a piece of shit. He's a scumbag. He's one of the most evil human beings on earth. There's no question about that. But I don't defend Ukraine either. So, whatever. And then when people try to say it, it's like, I don't care. Just drop the subject. I don't care at this point. I don't care. I stand with neither country. Russia's the aggressor, but at the same time, I stand by neither country. And that's the end of the conversation. Yeah, they don't care about Ukraine. That's 100% what it is. That's what these activists act like. It's all for the attention. It's all for the fucking attention. It's all just for... these people, these activists, these fake activists, okay, that's all they want. They just want attention. Because, like, they don't give a shit about any of these things. They don't care. They don't care about any of this stuff. They just want attention. That's all it is. Ukraine may not be much of a saint country, but anyone who says that Russia invading Ukraine makes them a lot fascist. Yeah, sort of, but makes them fascist. Well, Putin is a fascist. There's no question about that. But if you think that it's just all on Ukraine, or it's all on Russia, or if you just think it's all black and white, or if you think that it's all just because of that, and you deny that there's NATO escalation involved because there was, don't kid yourself because there was. Yeah, exactly. Or outside of Western Europe. Alright, I'm gonna end. Wait a minute. Is it coming back? I don't know what the fucking thing's doing. I literally leave it for 2 seconds and then I try to come back and then it does this bullshit. Yeah, I knew it would be back. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just, I mean, my signal stream is, my signal stream is good in this room. It was just because I had to pause it and then I had to go and check my phone battery because I have it charging, but sometimes the charger wants to be fucky and will charge and then not charge. So I wanted to go back and make sure it was actually charging. Okay, so I don't have it like die midstream. So, but it's all good. We're back now. We're back now. I mean, if something like that happens, I'll be back one way or the other. I mean, I'll either come back or something like that. Yeah, streaming. Yeah, the stream's not freezing anymore. I'm probably gonna stream for like 20 more minutes, and then I'm going to. Then I'm gonna cut it here, and then I gotta go pack my lunch and just chill out before I go to bed. I don't know. I like doing these streams, honestly. I kind of like doing streams more than videos nowadays. I mean, those of you who are Silent Rob fans definitely know that. Yeah, a little bit. Just don't like getting up early. That's another thing about me. I hate waking up early. So like, whenever Steven needs a ride to work and whatnot early in the morning, I'm just like, oh my god. I'm just like a zombie in the fucking morning. I need like 2 or 3 hours to wake up. Then bring him to work and then just go back to bed. I hate waking up early. I don't like it. But all right, Harley, have a good night. Have a good night, Joey. I'm actually going to be I'm going to be streaming for like till like 10:30. Once it's 10:30, I'm going to go offline. Yeah, I just don't like waking up early. It's a pain in the ass. Whatever. The phone dies, it dies. I'm not going to check it again because I'm not gonna. Because if I do that, if I do that and then I try to come back and it just for some reason it'll just like fuck up the entire screen. Oh, you're going back where? You said suck. My summer started June 9th. I'm going back on August 9th. What are you going back to? Work or something? Or school or something? Yeah, I'm just so glad I'm not in school anymore. I'm not going back to college either. I have a degree, so there's no point. Oh, to school. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like to work the weekends and then have the rest of the week to myself. Yeah, I hate those back to school commercials. I just hate commercials in general. They're just commercials. Even like watching streaming and then I see those advertisements, I'm just like, oh my god, fucking mute. Mute button, where's that fucking goddamn mute button? Like, I can't stand that. Cannot stand that shit. I fucking hate YouTube ads. Like I literally pay money just to not listen to YouTube ads because I'm not gonna listen to a video or listen to music and then have a fucking YouTube ad just interrupt that shit. There's nothing more annoying than that. When that used to happen to me, I used to want to put a hole in the fucking wall. I hated that. It's like I fucking hate that. Welcome back, Adam. I just could not stand that. So therefore, I just said, okay, whatever, $11.99 a month. It's worth it. It's worth getting rid of it. And then like I know people that just bitch and moan about ads. It's just like, well, you don't like ads, pay for it. If not, then whatever, or get a VPN to like block out the ads. Okay, it's just like I love seeing people that just bitch and moan about shit, but then they don't do anything about it. It's annoying. I mean, I got friends that jokingly say, "Oh, ads," and I mean, like that's. I mean, we do that in like a joking sense, but I know people that just legitimately get pissed off about ads, but yet they don't do anything about it. They're like, oh, I'm just like, oh, I fucking hate ads. I'm like, okay, well then why don't you pay for YouTube? Right? Like, I don't want to pay money. I'm like, okay, well then don't complain about it then. I don't know what to tell you. It's like either deal with it or don't. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but I mean, well, what do you want me to do about it? Excuse me, fuck. It's like, well, what do you want me to do, you know? Yeah, YouTube double ads can suck my fucking dick, okay? They can suck my fucking like YouTube ads, double ads can suck my fat dick, honestly. Like, seriously. Okay, and by the way, that's not a punishment either. I'm sure Steven would say, that's not a punishment. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, isn't that right, babe? In the other room. Talking with another friend of mine. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, that Susan bitch is annoying. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to just replay it until there were no ads. I would literally do that. It's like, yeah, you suck my fucking fat long dick. It's like, well, that's not a punishment. Stephen would say that as a joke. Yeah, I mean, before I had Stephen, yeah, I'll tell you that it's not a joke. Yeah, I am definitely pretty large. I'm definitely above average. Let's put it that way. I've been back in the day, like obviously years ago and whatnot, like long time ago, back when I was in the dating world and whatnot. I've had guys that literally would not let me do anal with them because I was like too big to go up their fucking ass. And I'm just like, sorry. Oh, you shit your pants now, babe? Okay, well then you're not gonna get my dick later. But yeah, no, I mean, I make a lot of jokes and whatnot, but yeah, that's it's not a lie. I'm definitely above average, let's put it that way. Yeah, you got the Hershey Squirts. Well, you need to do something. That's probably because I was pounding his ass a little too much. Sorry. I'll have to go a little easier on him in the bedroom. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go a little easy on him, you know. Hey, I have to go a little easy. Don't worry, baby. I'll go a little softer. Don't worry. Oh man, this is fun. This is funny as fuck. What's your opinion on the middle finger to flip someone off? I do that all the time. I do that all the time. Someone rides my fucking ass, and then and then they pass by me, I just go like this up to the window. So literally what I do. Or sometimes I give them the double finger, but of course I have to keep my hands on the wheel. Videos get marked for kids, you can't save it. Well, nothing on my channel is made for kids, so you don't gotta worry about that. So yeah. It's funny. Even though, yeah, but no, nothing on this channel is made for kids anyway. Because I'm an adult and I have adult fans. Although, I mean, I have fans in here that are older teens and whatnot, like Zachary Pie and Adam and so forth. Might be a few others, I'm not sure. God damn. Something is making gas come out is making my ass, making my gas coming out the north end. It's better than it having it coming out the south end, isn't that right, babe? Coming out the south end. Because usually half the time, if it's not coming out this way, it's coming out. Usually. I did see a horror movie with violence got marked for kids. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. I saw one clip of Family Guy that was like, said that this is content made for kids. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's so stupid, yo. What the fuck? Giving them the Cold Stone Steve Austin's middle finger to those rude people. Yeah, I agree. Also, I'm just waiting for October so Brazil can vote the far-right fascist leader Jair Bolsonaro out of power. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, if that guy gets in again in Brazil, I mean, God fucking help us all. If that guy manages to get in again, God fucking help us all. If Trump gets in again in 2024, then we are all fucked. That guy somehow manages to rig the election or pull off another January 6th, then God fucking help us all. Country will be fucking done for. How could South Park videos be made for kids? That's insane. That's ridiculous. I mean, Steven and I literally can fucking burp and fart in front of each other. And I mean, you know you got your man made if you can fucking fart and burp in front of each other. Weed does cure cancer. It does. Medical weed is very good for you. Hey, Rhodesby. I'm surprised. I had mac and cheese for dinner and I had some hash brown sandwiches. I'm surprised that I'm not fucking farting up a storm over. Because usually, I mean, Steven will tell you, I'll be fucking really lighting them up. I'm telling you. I'll really be lighting them up. My whole thing on that Susan bitch who runs YouTube is a fucking bitch. It's a fucking stupid bitch. That's what she is. Yeah, like literally the thumbnail of me like this. I look like a fucking G from the hood. Like I literally look like a fucking rapper. Which is my favorite kind of thing I look like. My stage name would be Z-Man is what I would be. They call me Z-Man. They call me Z-Man and these stupid hoes and these stupid people that be running YouTube be tripping me, yo. That's what they be doing. I know how to talk from the fucking. I know how to. I know how to. Gotta know how to talk. Gotta know how to commute. Gotta know how to talk. Gotta know how to communicate. Because this is what we do. We usually talk really fast. Then the hood, then the rap and freestyle. This is how we do it. You know, that kind of thing. That's how we do it. My spoof of Bill Nye the Science Guy would be Zach. Sounds good. That's a good one. All right. Got your tails 800. Have a good night, man. Thank you for coming by. I'm probably going to be ending it in a few minutes. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to add? Because I've got a few things I got to do. Folklore Brazil, I think it's the Fox News of Brazil because they support Bolsonaro's regime. Yeah, that sounds like it. I think I've heard that before. I think I heard that. I think it was a video Kyle Kalinske did a while back on about when Glenn Greenwald got assaulted by that fascist Bolsonaro supporter on that Brazilian radio show back in 2019. Yeah. Yeah, so she's purposely making YouTube more difficult, or she's just a fucking retard who's incompetent since early childhood. Yeah, it's probably a combination of both. You plan on doing anything 4th of July? Nothing really special, really, I don't think. No, probably not, because that's on a Monday, and Monday I don't do shit. I don't do shit on Monday. I work double shifts back to back. I don't go anywhere, do anything on Mondays. The only time I go out on Monday is to walk. That's it. Go out for a walk and that's it. And even if I want to go for a walk somewhere, I literally stay local. Literally at home literally half the day. Home alone, do nothing. I don't answer phone calls. I don't do none of that. People try to call me on Monday. I'm just like, fucking leave me alone. I literally will put my phone on airplane mode when I come home Sunday night and go to sleep. Sleep like half the day into fucking Monday. I sleep to like 10 or 11. If Steven has work early, he just gets a ride. No, I sleep all day Monday, just about. I sleep till like 10 or 11 in the morning. And nobody blames me for it either. I mean, you couldn't. I do it because it's years of practice. Years of practice. But yeah, it's just my day to unwind and do my own thing and be alone. Because I'm a big introvert. I like my alone time. I definitely get that from my mom. Because my mom is the same way. My mom is the same way. She always needs alone time and shit. Yeah, my mama needs alone time too. So I'm the same exact way. So I know how that is. What are your thoughts on the last game, Celtics versus Warriors? It's a tough one. Haven't really stayed that much, kept in touch with that whole thing too much. I haven't really kept too much tabs on it. Wait, who won? I think the Warriors won, right? Oh yeah, the Warriors. Yep, they won. I'm sorry. I'm like half asleep here. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. It was like, the fuck, Celtics? How could you do that shit? It was like, come on, man. What the fuck? It was like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on with the Celtics and shit? What's going on with the Celtics up in here? It's okay, Adam. No worries, man. No worries. What are my thoughts on some people from Australia wanting Australia Day to have its day be changed since the day where the Aborigines got invaded? I mean, what do you think of that as an American? Well, I know those are the indigenous people of Australia, right? Yeah, I am an American, so yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't really have much of an opinion about it. I mean, if they want to change it, that's up to that's for people in Australia to decide. But I mean, you can't really change a day that happened in history, so I guess that'd be kind of counterproductive. I guess the Yaquis, is that what that is? I'm not sure. I've never heard of them. Fucking Christ. Tired and I want to go to bed, but I don't want to wake up early. You know what? I think I'm just gonna make my lunch. I'm just gonna make it now. Fuck it. I don't care. Oh, fuck me. Today's been a lazy day for me. Yeah, you're glad it's the weekend for you. Yeah, it's the opposite for me. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Yo, I'm fucking with you. Don't worry about it. I'm fucking with you. Like to fuck around. Not like literally fucking around you. You know how that shit goes. I don't know. I'm when I get like really tired, I get kind of silly and loopy and shit. It's an indigenous group tribe in Arizona in the state of Sonora, Mexico. They're still around, I guess, especially since canned Obregon. Oh, I know. I don't know of them, but I know some of the history about the Native Americans in this country is not pretty. Excuse me. Fuck. Yeah. So, not too sure. Don't know too much about that. But I respect all people, of all tribes, cultures, you name it. I do not know why I'm burping so much. I do not know. Sometimes my burps sound like I'm croaking like a frog almost. So yeah, I'm gonna go make my lunch. Might as well just go do it now. Zachary show. Steven show's going on in there. I mean, that's where the Steven show is. He's talking to one of my friends. Steven show. Steven Trowbridge show. This is the worst Steven Trowbridge show ever. It's a Steven Trowbridge talk show up in there. That's what that shit is. You know, this is the worst Steven Trowbridge show ever. Steven's the type of person to have he has like a super long intro. He'd have like a super long intro. Alright, have a good night. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Just gonna make my lunch because I gotta go to the bathroom and I'm gonna go hang out with Steven for a little bit. So I think I'm gonna cut it here for now, guys. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. Really appreciate it. It was a blast. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom, hang out with Steven and for a bit before I go to bed and make my lunch and all that. So thank you to everybody who stopped by, and I appreciate it. I'll be back next week at some point. I'll definitely be having more topics to discuss. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe, be well, have a good weekend. Be well, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time, next stream, video premiere, whatever it is, and I'll see you all again in the next stream, video premiere, whatever it is, and I'll see you all again next time. This is Zach, the Celtics guy, saying Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to my stream, and I'll see you all again next time. Take care. Bye for now. Peace out. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all again next time, and see you later. Peace out.